Express columnist Carole Malone slammed the Labour government as she claimed the councils are being run by idiots. Carole Malone has delivered a scathing criticism of the Labour government as she discussed the current bin strike in Birmingham. Residents of the city are currently sitting with piles of rubbish outside of their homes as negotiations to end the strike have failed to result in an agreement. Earlier today, a Birmingham city councillor resigned from Labour over cuts and the bin issues, after 40 years of membership. Speaking on Jeremy Vine, Ava Santino agreed with Wes Streeting's claims that this is a health emergency but begged people to redirect their anger to the paymasters. This led the Express columnist, 70, to launch a furious rant at the government as she declared, "I think this council is appalling. We're getting to a situation now where councils are being run by idiots and this is the problem they have. They gamble our money on vanity projects." She continued, "This particular council spent 60 grand on the Kashmiri Arts and Heritage Foundation. I'm sorry but that's not a service. How dare they?" Presenter Matt Allwright hit back at Carole's claim, saying it's a sweeping statement to brand every local councillor as an idiot. The broadcaster snapped back, "When you're in charge of a £3 billion budget, you really ought to know what you're doing and these people do not. They spent tens of thousands renaming streets with woke names. Diversity Road, Humanity Street, whatever." Back in December, Labour was accused of quietly dropping a law forcing woke councils to get support from residents before changing street names. Legislation requiring authorities to win the support of 2/3 of people who live on a street before changing the name was axed, meaning councils were able to remove references to figures from Britain's past that are now deemed offensive. The Levelling Up and Regeneration Act, which became law in 2023, allows councils to make changes to street names if they have sufficient local support. At the time, Government Minister Matthew Pennycook revealed in a written parliamentary answer that Labour does not consider there is a need for further guidance on the matter. In 2020, Ealing Council changed part of Havelock Road to Guru Nanak Road, removing reference to British General Sir Henry Havelock who led the suppression of the 1857 revolt in India. In 2022, Lambeth Council considered changing the names Nelson Row and Cromwell Road, but scrapped the proposal. Meanwhile, Haringey Council spent £100,000 to rename Black Boy Lane as La Rose Lane after poet and racial equality campaigner John La Rose.